Hey everybody. How you doing? Thursday. Thursdays. Yay. I ran 24 kilometers this morning. Epic. I'm just going to share this. Love Unleashed. Oh, done. How you doing? My name's Nikki. I'm creator of Love Unleashed. Please make sure that you say hello when you jump on. Hi Joanne, how are you, lovely? And if you're catching the replay, then it's #replay in the comments so that I know who's getting to see this message. That means a lot to me. Hi Fiona, how are you? I wanted to jump on tonight and just have a quick chat in regards to the topic of the live, which is perfect relationships don't exist. We are fed from a really young age that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Joanne. A really young age that relationships are a fairy tale, and you find your Prince Charming, and it's all just like living happily ever after, and it's all perfect. And I think this sets us up for really unrealistic ideas and views around what a relationship can actually look like a real relationship actually looks like. And often what that can happen too is that when we get into relationships, what often can happen is that at the first sign of a bump or a bump in the road or a disagreement or something that doesn't feel perfect, we can start to freak out and be like, oh my God, like what's happening? This is not right. This is not the right relationship. This shouldn't be happening. Like these expectations that get put on our relationship to be perfect is really hiccup. Yeah, thanks. Awesome. These expectations that we put on our relationships to be perfect can actually be the thing that sabotages an actual healthy, normal relationship. And what I wanted to share tonight is that a real relationship is actually one where, you get triggered as fuck. When you're in a relationship, it is the best time for personal development work of any kind, because it is the time that, that person is your mirror, and you can do so much work leading up to it and think that, you're healed and you've done all of this work and you're like, yes, I'm ready and I'm going to go into this relationship and it's going to be fantastic. And then boom, you get in it and it's like trigger. And that's where the real work begins, especially when it comes to relating to someone. The person that you call in is a mirror for you. And that's such an incredible gift, because it opens up that opportunity for you to really have exposed where you're still needing to do the work and needing to heal. And that is a gift, because that allows you to grow and expand. And that you can do so much by yourself, and that's amazing. Like as soon as a relationship ends, that's an opportunity to really step into healing and growth and learning, and then getting to rebuilding yourself to get to that state of being able to attract in who it is that you want, to attract in the love that you desire. But then when you get into the relationship, you are going to be triggered. That's what you want. That's a real relationship. That's an opportunity. It's an amazing opportunity. And what can happen in an unconscious relationship is that this starts happening, all these triggers start coming up, and people just freak out and go, nah, I can't do this, and run away. Whereas when you're in a conscious relationship, you're aware of what's actually happening here. You're aware that this person is just bringing stuff up for you that you get to face, that you get to work on, that you get to grow through and face off with and expand in, And that's where the difference between doing the work on yourself before going into the relationship and the difference between not doing any work at all and kind of coming out of one relationship and just stepping into another with the same baggage, with the same blocks, with the same energy that you've had in previous relationships that's created past relationships. That's where, hi Lisa, how are you, my love? That's where if you haven't done the work, you get triggered, which is going to happen, and you bolt. You go, fuck, this is not working, this is not right, like, this isn't meant to be happening, it's supposed to be all like rainbows and sunshine all the time. But if you've done the work before, if you've started the healing process, or you've done the healing, you've looked at your past relationships and gone, okay, what is it that I need to work on now? Why have I created this? Why has this come up for me? Why was this shown to me? And then you work on that, and then when you go into your next relationship, when those triggers come up, you're far better equipped to actually deal with them. And it's that awareness, like, what's happening, you stay in it. Like Gary triggers the fuck out of me all the time. But my awareness, like my connection back to the first time I ever saw him, and that knowing that he was the one, and the awareness that I have gained through all of my healing and the work that I've done on myself, allows me to step straight into, okay, I'm being triggered here. What is it that I have to learn? What is it that I'm being shown? What is it in me that I still get to work on? And that is a relationship. That is a perfectly fucking imperfect relationship. And it's the best kind of relationship, because that's an opportunity to grow, not just in yourself, but as a partnership. And the bonds that you form when you kind of really step into that vulnerability and that trust, and allow someone to trigger that stuff in you, and then for you to work through it and communicate with them what's going on, and share that part of you with them, like that flawed, imperfect part of you. That kind of connection that you develop with that person is like nothing else you'll ever experience if you keep running away. And that's where the beauty of it is. And I always had this idea and this belief that, the longer I was with someone, the more I would want out of the relationship, or I'd kind of start falling out of love with him. And it's incredible how it's actually the opposite. Like, the longer I am with Gary, the more in love I fall with him. Hi Charlotte, how are you, my love? Because we're constantly on this evolving process. We're constantly being triggered, we're constantly growing and expanding and showing up for ourselves and for each other, in a real relationship, and it's just so different to where in the past I would have just run. I would have just gone, well, this isn't perfect, no, this isn't right. So I really wanted to share that tonight, to give you all, just a little bit of clarity on that, and going, it's not perfect. It's never gonna be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. And even the relationships that you see online that look perfect are not perfect. They don't exist. Everyone has their shit going on behind the scenes. Everyone argues. Everyone gets triggered. It's the way you show up and the way that you respond to that stuff that makes the difference, and decides whether or not a relationship is going to last or not. Yeah, so that's it, my loves. I really just wanted to jump on and share that little bit of download with you, because I was being called to. But yeah, if it's, if you're finding that you're kind of in a relationship where you're feeling like that whole fight or flight thing, or like you're kind of expecting it to be perfect, then it's okay to drop that, and realize that that's not the case. I'm actually starting a 4-day challenge on Sunday, where we're kind of driving into a bit of this stuff, and gaining some clarity around beliefs and stuff around relationships. So if you'd like to jump in and be a part of that, I would love to have you in there. I'll drop a link in the comment section. It's a free online thing, so really, really easy. And it'll be a beautiful opportunity to kind of dive in and go a little bit deeper on stuff. Yeah. All right, my love, so I'm going to go and get some work done. I hope you're all having a beautiful evening. Thanks for jumping on. Always such a pleasure to see you here. And